Welcome to Droke's Notes Brew Review. I'm Alexis.
I'm Steve, and today we are going to do a review of Wilderness Trail Bourbon. It's bottle and bonded. It is 50% alcohol by volume, which makes it 100 proof. Non-chill, filtered from the Wilderness Trail Distillery in Kentucky.
Danville, Kentucky, or Danville.
So when I was looking earlier today for something new for the bar, the gentleman at the at Bottles store suggested this one. He said this one was highly anticipated when it came out. I think this one came out last year, and another one came out this year. Or maybe this one came out this year. But bottle and bonded. I believe this is the small batch. The small batch line of this one. He highly recommended it. I went and I did just a little bit of research on it. Quite a few people recommended it on YouTube, so I figured, what the heck, we'll give it a try. I love the bottle. These are some really cool looking bottles.
It's very classic.
Again,
it's like a classic look.
Yeah, it's bottled and bond bourbon whiskey. It's at 100 proof. It's made from grains. It's got 24% rye, 12% malted barley. It came out of the pot and bro at 110 proof. I think this was aged 4 years. I think it's what they said. Don't quote me on that one, but I think this is aged in a barrel for 4 years before they bottle it, and it comes out at 100 proof.
We're gonna try it 3 different ways. We're gonna do neat on the rocks, and then we are going to have a mixer. I have Dr. Pepper here, and he has Coke.
Yep, I'm gonna mix it with Coke.
So the first one we're gonna do is neat, and then after we've tried all 3, we'll give you our ratings on each 3 of them as individual, and then as a whole, if we recommend the bottle itself, if we think it's worth it, because it is a pretty expensive bottle.
Well, the bottle retailed at $55. Tax is almost $60. So, a little bit
pricey.
So looking at it, it's really nice golden color.
Nice, yeah.
I mean, it is really a nice, smooth color. Nice, smooth. Man, you nice, smooth smell.
It doesn't burn that much. So, like, normally...
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have the burn.
By the time I'm done, like, smelling it, my nose kind of burns. But this one I didn't feel a burn that much.
I get a little hint of a little nutty, oaky, sweet smell on the nose. So
it's not as...
No, this is nice.
Heat. It doesn't have enough heat in it to burn my nose, so I can see where he's
nice,
coming for with the sweetness of it.
Nice sweet aroma, nice smooth. So here we go. And again, just take a drink, let it go. Okay, so I definitely get the sweet taste to it. A little bit of spice, pretty smooth. I mean, this was pretty smooth.
My eyes are watering.
Yeah, I get a good, nice, sweet, nice, good, sweet.
I think I went down the wrong pipe.
You okay?
Or just got the Rona. I'm not a fan of it.
I like this. This is really sweet. Not too sweet. It's really smooth. This is really, really smooth. Not too spicy. I don't get the real bad alcohol burn.
It didn't burn as much. Like, it did not burn. I will give it that.
But I do get a little bit sweet, smooth, relaxed. It doesn't like jump out and.
I'm sure I said bourbon.
It doesn't like jump out and kick me in the face. Nice, smooth. I could sit and pour a glass of this, I think, and drink it. Really, I like the aroma, the vibe.
I think I'm going to like this mixed.
Is good.
I really do. I think I'm going to, that might be my way to go with this. Because it was, before I messed up and drank it too quick and hurt my throat.
So we'll drop a couple of ice cubes in it now. Now we're going to try it on the rocks. and kind of see how that changes up the.
It's already starting to change the color of it.
Yeah, it looks a little darker.
So.
Oh, it's got it toned the on the nose fragrance down a little bit.
I was gonna say the exact opposite. I think it enhanced it.
No, okay. So I think what it enhanced was some of the other smells you're getting. It's I don't know if you. So what's the first thing when you smell it? What's the first thing you smell? What fragrance?
Alcohol.
See, I don't. I smell kind of a woody, oaky smell to me, and I might be way off on that, but that's just what I get.
Maybe all.
Kind of a sweet. Man, it's got a nice fragrance, so we'll try it. Well, on the rocks, ice melt a little bit.
I have to burp.
Okay, so surprising to me, on the rocks does bring out the spice a little bit. Does bring out that little bit of tingle. On the rocks does kind of waken it up.
My throat is really warm.
Yeah, it does waken up a little bit. It's very good. I still like it. It's still pretty mellow. I mean, I do like this. This is...
Maybe I'm just weak.
Well, you're developing your taste for it.
Oh, I'm weak.
So, I do like it on the rocks. So, now we'll throw a couple more cubes of ice in it. I don't put too much ice in it because we don't want to kill it with over ice it. So she's going to mix hers with Dr. Pepper. I'm going to throw some Coke in it just to kind of. I didn't look it up to see what we should be mixing in this. So
I'm kind of just guessing.
Throw some Coke in there, give it a little whirl.
I'm going to let it sit for a minute and mix because, jumping the gun and drinking it right off the bat might be a mistake.
I want to jump the gun and get a good taste, and then we'll taste it as we talk. Okay. So, not bad. I think Coke kind of blends it pretty good. I'm not a fan of Coke though, but I wanted to stay with the Coke. I'm not a fan of the Dr. Pepper. I think the sweetness of it I think the Coke and the Dr. Pepper, especially the Dr. Pepper, just enhances the sweetness a little too much. I really like this. Just a nice, mellow, smooth flavor, and I think the Coke just makes it a little too sweet.
So, I think it's not bad. Overall...
But it's really good. This is actually damn good.
It's not bad. I wouldn't quite listen to my recommendation on this because I am still developing a taste for liquors. So, everything I taste right now is just kind of strong and out there.
She tastes the spice and the heat.
And it burns my throat. So, I do like it mixed. I do like it with the Dr. Pepper. I think it is great. It is sweet. It is very sweet. So, maybe if I could do
maybe a little bit less Dr. Pepper.
Or mix a fruit in it, maybe.
Maybe really sweet.
Like an orange? A tangy fruit or a lemon?
Yeah, maybe put a lemon. Maybe throw some lemon in it.
Maybe if it was on the rocks with a lemon. Make that tanginess to it.
However you want to drink it.
But
I really liked it. Okay, so we'll do it like this. We'll start out
with neat.
Neat. I give this an 8.
I give this. Well, it went down the wrong pipe. So my first experience with this was already kind of rough. So I'm gonna give this a 6. It still was good though. I did like it. It was smooth.
Yeah, it was very good. To me, it was very smooth. I give it an 8. On the rocks,
I'm gonna go down on the rocks. I think on the rocks it's like a 4.5 to a 5 because the rock, the ice, intensifies the spice and the heat, and I felt like my throat was on fire.
It did waken it to me. I felt like it wakened it up a little bit, but I'll stay with 7.5. I don't take too many points off of it. But maybe a little bit. I think it's just up to.
It's personal preference, yeah.
Yeah, your preference. I don't think I would drink it on the rocks.
And it's also your palate. So if you're my age, it's rare that a girl my age, unless you know grew up around it, is gonna be drinking liquor straight. So
Mixed, I take off points. I give mine a 5. Mixed. I wasn't a fan. Made it way too sweet. I thought it took away from the experience of drinking and savoring the bourbon. I don't think I'm not going to spend $60 on a bourbon to put
To
it
mix
as
it
a
with
mixer.
Dr.
If I
Pepper.
want to mix it with Coke, I'm just going to go buy Jack Daniels. Take a check out on that. Take a look at that video we did.
it'll be up soon. Link will be in the bio.
But yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm going to give it a 5. I don't think you should mix this with Coke.
I agree. Mixing it, it's not one that you should mix. If you're like me though, and you can't drink it straight, but you
Savor
do
it,
want to
enjoy
try it, barely a little, like a splash.
But I think this is one. I think this is one that after a few times, pour you like a finger or two in a glass, sit and sip on it for a little while. I think a couple times doing that, and
You'll build it, yeah.
You develop a kind of a taste for it. You can kind of understand and
The
see,
hints and the notes that are in it.
and the smoothness, just how smooth it is. To me, pour this in a glass, drink it neat. Don't put nothing in it, and go with it. I really
Put
liked
ice.
it.
I mean, if you're like me, or put it in the freezer or fridge for like a minute, or like to get it cold but not freezing cold. Because like I said, I'm not one to drink liquor hot. I think it just
But
I don't like anything hot
yeah, and I don't
unless it's
recommend.
coffee.
And I don't recommend ruining this by putting Coke or Dr. Pepper or anything in it.
I agree. It will enhance the sweetness and kind of make it unbearable to taste.
And I will say, highly recommended. I like this one. This is a really, really good bourbon. Well worth the price. This is not going to be an everyday because I don't want to go through the bottle.
Special occasions, when you're down and out listening to George Strait, that might work.
But I do recommend it. I do recommend it. If you have a bar and you want to add something that's very nice, very smooth, a little bit sweet.
High class.
Great looking bottle. Highly recommend this. But I would just drink it. I wouldn't waste time mixing it with anything unless that's what you like. Then you do it.
Then you
by all
do you,
means.
boo boo.
Yep, it's all you. You do it. Don't say nothing. But I would rather take this. Sweet. And there's actually a couple more of these. There's the Wilderness Trail Rye, which is a little bit more expensive than this, not by much. So that's a plan is to get one of those. And then there is another bourbon, and I think that is a single batch. This is this is the small batch, but I think that's a single. I'm not sure, but it was a little bit, just a couple dollars more than this one. So eventually, I want to get all three, and we'll try all three, and then we'll do a flight and see which one. But for now, highly recommend this one. You won't be disappointed.
I'm gonna recommend it, and I recommend it because it is, a high dollar bourbon, and it's always nice to have such a high dollar bourbon in your collection. Also, I could potentially one day build up a tolerance for it, and then be able to drink it neat. So I do recommend it because I don't see the harm in trying it. I mean, your throat may burn for a second, but have a chaser.
I actually think on someone that is kind of waffling of whether or not they want to get into drinking bourbons, I think even it's pricey.
It's a good starter.
I think this is a good starter for someone to drink it straight. I think this would be better than like a.
It's a way to
Jim
train you.
Beam,
Mm-hmm.
Jack Daniels type. Those type of whiskeys. Again, this is real good.
It's good to train your body to understand.
Definitely like this one. Definitely recommend it. So
I think we both are on the same page recommending it. Now, rating wise,
we're a little bit different, but again, that's personal preference and taste.
and y'all may completely hate this, or you may completely love it and think it's the best thing on the earth.
But if you do buy the bottle and you hate it, I'll take it.
For $5, we'll give you $5.
You can donate it to the channel.
Hey,
So put down in the comments what you think of this if you've tried it. If there's another bourbon, if there's another
like any liquor you want us to
drink
try,
that you want to try, put it down in the comments.
Beer,
and we'll take a
liquor,
look at it.
margs.
Give us a like, a subscribe.
I'm Alexis,
I'm Steve.
and this is Droke's Notes Brew Review. Deuces.
Peace out.